Hey, everybody, I'm Hillary Atkin from the Atkin Report in Los Angeles, and I'm so excited to welcome Hunter Jordan from The Voice to this edition of Hillary's Happy Hour. Hunter, thanks for joining me. How are you doing?
I am doing good. I appreciate you for having me on. This is super exciting. It's a great time and ready to talk about some things with you.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations on being one of the very few triple turns in this new Voice Battle of Champions.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's still a crazy thing to say out loud and to hear people talk about and to get to watch it play out on TV. It is an unreal feeling. So no words.
Well, you went on the show. You definitely had some words favoring Kelly as your coach, and then your blind audition of Let Me Down Easy precipitated a massive fight amongst the three coaches. How did you feel when Adam was standing up, passionately telling you to blaze a trail and break the mold?
So in my mind, going in through the process, I just felt naturally pulled to Kelly. I mean, her personality alone is so easy to flock to when it comes to somebody you want to work with. Just seems like somebody that's just a bright light to always be around, such a talented, multi-genre vocalist. And so that makes it so easy to want to go to her. But something changed in my gut, in my mind, the night before I went on that stage. I remember a memory of mine watching an episode of the show a few years earlier at my dad's house in Ohio, and I just remember sitting there watching, and Adam was talking to an artist that he really liked. And I just remember telling myself right in that moment, I was like, if I ever made it on the show, I just feel that Adam and me would work so well together. I was like, I just think that would be so cool. And I just got a feeling like he pulls the rock thing to it. And I just think it would be so cool to work with him. And so that just kept playing in my head the night before I got on that stage. And so when, the audition day comes and I saw John and Adam spin around pretty early on at the same time and Kelly right behind them, I knew that I had the choice and a decision to make. And I was not anticipating the pitch that Adam was doing and how well he was selling to me. And to be honest, I think he's a great salesman. I think he's a great talker because he definitely talked me into that for sure.
Well, you said you listen to all kinds of music, including grunge, rock, pop, indie, and funk. So tell me more about your musical background, your biggest influences, and also performing 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah, so funny enough, I have a show tonight. I have a show in a couple of days in my hometown. It'll be the first hometown show since all of this has started coming out. And obviously Maysville is so proud, and I'm honored for that. Just to bring them some light and to show them how proud I am to represent our community on a national stage like this, on a show that holds a lot of importance. On TV, a lot of people grow up watching this show, and so to be able to say that you're on it and to show how cool it can be to represent a small community is really cool. But coming from music inspirations, man, when I grew up and when I was in my mom's tummy, she did a good job of making me listen to all kinds of stuff. So whatever she was listening to, there's obviously not much I can do but listen to it with her. And she listened to, she started off with 80s rock, all kinds of stuff with me. And then once I started growing up, I was obviously in a country town, so naturally I'm surrounded with a lot of country music. And I found that I kept listening to a lot of stuff like Rascal Flatts is definitely number one when it comes to my biggest inspiration. Gary LeVox, one of the greatest vocalists of all time. And you hear the riffs, the runs, the pop vocals, the country vocals, the soul. You hear all that coming into some Rascal Flatts music. But I also pull some Kentucky artists as well, like Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton is a huge inspiration of mine as well. Chris is another country guy that holds a lot of soul, and I see a lot of resemblance in my tone and voice. So I appreciate him with representing Eastern Kentucky, just like me. So it's really easy to find influence from him too.
Well, Adam talked about how playing live is something you excel at and something that all three of the coaches have so much experience with. But what's it been like working with him so far? And what do you hope to take away from the experience?
So to me, Adam Levine is one of one of the greatest, if not the greatest entertainers of our lifetime in music. I think Maroon 5 is obviously well established. They're a very well accoladed band, but as a frontman of that, I think that Adam is one of the greatest entertainers that we've seen. And the way that he can work a stage, the powerhouse vocals, the high range that he has, the look, the style, the attitude, I just think that he's figured it all out in every aspect of what you would want to be an entertainer. Somebody that you can always show up and see every concert and know that you're just going to enjoy yourself. And so I definitely look to Adam for guidance for that. And when he said that he appreciated the way that I work a stage, and that he can tell I've been playing live gigs, he hit the nail on the head. He hit everything that I wanted to hear with that. And so being able to work with an entertainer like Adam, and to take some advice and some tips from him when it comes to stage presence, and everything involved with that is obviously an artist that I'm excited to follow after. So,
Well, I am really looking forward to your next performances on The Voice. And I want to thank you so much, Hunter, for taking time out to be with me on Hillary's Happy Hour.
thank you so much. This has been so fun. I'm very honored to be here.
Thank you. And I want to close it out by lifting a toast to you and your continued success on The Voice.
Thank you so much. Cheers to you.
Cheers.